Hi guys, Paul Pluta on the Paul Pluta channel. So today I'm doing some advice for this here is for, let's not worry about his name. This is C25. Before I start, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing a Rolex two-tone Submariner, a bluesy. That's right, a 16613 two-tone bluesy. Okay, let's jump straight in. Here we go. We need some advice. Okay. Hey Arch, big fan. Love your YouTube channel. I've sent you, he sent me some money via PayPal. I'm seeking your advice. I recently bought a Rolex Explorer 2 16570 black dial on eBay. Pre-owned with box papers and original sales receipt. From AD for $6,000 US. The seller said the watch was in excellent condition on the listing, which was false because I received the watch with little dings on the edges of the case and the bezel that he didn't describe in the description, and the whole watch in general is not excellent condition like he said. Honestly, it doesn't bother me. The watch is in very used condition with scratches and dings. Did I pay too much or did I get a deal? Because I messaged him about a partial refund or a return and he is not wanting to work with me, I'm probably going to call eBay and force a return on him and get my money back and wait for another one to come up in better condition. What's your advice? Am I losing a good deal by returning it, or should I keep keep it being the price I got it for? Thanks. Okie dokie. Well, it's always very hard from pictures to see how good or bad a piece is. Look, I gotta be completely frank with you. I don't know whether I would really recommend buying watches off eBay. It's fraught with danger. You're really much better off to have a relationship with a dealer and buy something from a dealer, a bricks and mortar dealer. There's several, if you're in America, there's several fantastic dealers out there. There's Jewelers on Time. He used to be a sponsor. He's not a sponsor now. I don't get a brass razoo from him. There's David SW. There's heaps and heaps of good dealers around. I probably wouldn't buy from eBay. I think eBay is okay if you're an experienced seller and buyer, but if you're a newbie, it's fraught with danger. There's good people there and there's bad people. Now, without seeing the piece, it's hard for me to say. I mean, is it beaten up, or, you know, when people say it's in excellent condition, they, you know, these are just interpretations in that, and maybe it's not like new. That's what you possibly were looking for. It seems okay in the pics you've sent me, but that doesn't. It's hard to see these things. I mean, I think it's probably $6,000 US is probably on the higher side. You'd want it to be a really good piece at that sort of money, but it's not it's not terrible. I honestly would say send it back and deal with a bricks and mortar dealer. It's paying a bit more. I mean, you've got to really know what you're doing. You start buying things on eBay, you can get bargains. Yes, you can. You can get bargains, but you can also get ripped an arsehole out of it. I mean, I think the problem is people don't know what they're doing. To give you an idea, I bought a Cartier Benoit watch, and it was on eBay. It was priced really cheap, and it's coming from a slightly contentious country. Okay, it was not really my first choice, but I thought, hey, eBay seller protection, you know, buyer protection, you're okay. So I got it. It was genuine Cartier. And And what happened? You know, he'd taken a few corners. It had a non-original leather strap on it, which he said in his description and looked like shit. I sent it to Cartier, got a proper strap, which they're fucking expensive. Then I got the battery changed, and the guy, I use an independent, he said, fuck, one of the gold screws had snapped. And instead of replacing that screw, which is what you should do, he obviously didn't have a spare gold Cartier screw, he just glued it in place, which is, ooh, fuck. That's a horrible thing to do. Watchmaking and glue. Ooh, yuck, yuck, yuck. And this is the whole thing. I ended up sending that watch to Cartier for a full service. I didn't mention the screw, but they fixed it. They fixed it and charged me a full service, which, to be quite frank with you, it didn't turn out too bad. It was actually pretty good. Completely overhauled by Cartier. Came back perfect. Yes, I put a lot of money into it. I got a new leather strap. I got it completely overhauled by Cartier. It was still, I thought it was still a good buy. A novice buyer would say, oh, they've been ripped off, it's fucked and this and that. But you've got to learn to pick your battles and know when to complain and know when you're getting a reasonable deal. And this is the problem. Something like eBay lets people come in who shouldn't really be buying things. They shouldn't. And they have no idea what they're doing. And in my case, I was a bit cheesed off the bastard had used glue. Yeah, sure. But it was still way under what it should have been. So I was okay. I thought, well, it's been Cartier overhauled and it's absolutely perfect. That's okay with me. And that's the same as this. You look at this watch. I don't think it's terrible. The price, $6,000. Well, it's a box papers one. You know, this is why it's better to buy bricks and mortar. If you're a really fussy fucker, don't buy on eBay. Don't buy on eBay. It's fraught with danger. And I said this to a friend of mine. I said to him, don't buy on eBay. There's just nasty fuckers there. Sure enough, he bought a watch and it was supposed to be tritium, but it turned out to be lumen over the hands. And I said, this is the sort of shit you get on eBay. It's a minefield. And if you're just going to waltz in there and just think you're going to get a bargain, it's not that easy, sunshine. It's not that easy. So my advice to you is, you're buying your first watch or you're new to this sport, eBay's not the place to go. eBay's for seasoned professionals. See, I bought that Cartier and I still got, how did I know the fucking screw had been glued? But as a professional, I knew, hey, water off a duck's back. I still thought, well, I've got it for a good price. So you got to know when to complain. You got to know when to shut your mouth, and you got to know when to sort of get out of a deal. But I've got a feeling, I think you're a little bit fussy. I think you're a little bit fussy. I think you're possibly, I think you're a little bit fussy, and you should be buying it from a dealer. If you're so fussy like that, don't buy it sight unseen at an auction. That's the wrong environment to buy these things. So that's my advice. I think eBay's a great for. I love eBay. But if you're a newbie, it's not the place to buy an expensive watch. And I mean, eBay's fraught with danger. eBay's fraught with danger. I mean, I recently bought a Breitling box. It turns out it's fake. Okay? How would anyone know that? You've got to really know your craft to pick that one. It almost is perfect. Almost is perfect. And that's the thing. If you don't know what you're doing, I don't think eBay is the right environment. The only thing worse than eBay is these fucking Facebook watch, buy, sell forums. They are even worse than eBay. No seller protection. Nothing. They're a bunch of cunts who buy and sell on those forums. And I got to tell you, I know I was talking to a good dealer. He bought a watch from this guy who said it was a two-tone bluesy. It had been fucking, the bracelet had been butchered. And he's selling it as excellent condition. That's how these cunts on these Facebook buy-sell forums are. They are dishonest. The other thing these cunts on the Facebook forums do is they ring the dealer friend of mine, get a price point, say, oh, I'll put it on the forum for a week. If it doesn't sell, I'll come back. They are cunts. Unethical cunts. So I think if you're buying your first watch, bricks and mortar, sunshine, bricks and mortar. I'm Paul Pluta. Remember, like, subscribe, tell your fuckhead friends, and don't be afraid to put a few nasty comments down below. Remember, paid reviews keep me full-time on the YouTube. Without these paid reviews, I can't survive, man. I can't survive. So, think about getting one done, $50 US. I'll review your collection, I'll answer some questions, and I'll tell you how fucking lousy I think the collection is. I'm honest with you. I'll be honest. Okay, guys, until next time, ciao, fuckers.